Welcome back to Let's Play Darkest Dungeon. I'm your host, Timepants, and today we're going to be headed to the Weald with Brenon, Lucy, DeBose, and Levette. Variety, as they say, is the spice of life, so we are going to be, we're going to be getting away from the ruins just for a little bit. I think we've been going pretty hard on that, and, you know, no problem. I've definitely enjoyed, I think we can probably, I've definitely enjoyed going to the ruins and, yeah, just kind of messing around there, seeing what we could see. Actually, I think we can probably ditch that too. One of those, and yeah. It was nice doing some short missions. We've had longer videos in the fairly recent past, so it was nice to be able to do a couple of sub 15-minute runs. So yeah, look for me at the next Awesome Games Done Quick, or AGDQ 2016. I'm going to be the Darkest Dungeon speedrunner there. That is 100% a lie. I am not only very bad at speedrunning basically anything except Super Metroid, I'm also pretty bad at speedrunning Metroid, so, or Super Metroid, so I messed that joke up, but, yeah, just, I did enjoy, I did enjoy that little opportunity for us to kind of do things at a different pace. You know, we maybe some might argue have been a bit over-reliant on camping skills. So, yeah, it was a nice little opportunity for us to mix things up here. So, here's my question. What's more important? Plus crit or plus damage? It's actually, I would argue more difficult than you, yeah, a more difficult question than you might think. So, and then, yeah, we have yet another question. What about tactics? Do we want everybody to get a nice dodge bonus? I mean, that's the whole party. That's 40 dodge in total. I don't think our dodge scores at this point are significant enough to make a big difference. So here's what I'm thinking. We're going to do Battle Trance, and I think raw damage is more valuable than crit. Now, here's my thinking. Let me just talk it out, and, you know, maybe we want to do this? Why not? So here's my thinking. Alright. Please don't ambush us. Of course. So here's my thinking. Why would 20% damage be better than 10% crit? Well, here's what I'm thinking. Hear me out. Maybe I'm wrong, but hear me out. Ugh. Hear me out. Alright, so I'm thinking that getting a crit is only 1.5x damage. So a crit, I feel, is only equivalent to plus 17% damage. Now, I'll admit, that's some back-of-the-napkin math, and by back-of-the-napkin math, I mean possibly completely incorrect. But, you know, I don't have Holy Lance. Ooh, not good. So, of course, crit does come with its own set of advantages. It does potentially give everybody a fairly nice stress relief, stress relief bonus, which is great. It also, you know, it can be kind of a tide turner when you need it to be, and yeah, drop a fairly substantial, a fairly substantial amount of damage, like so, when you really need it. So, you know, plus 20% damage is just with you all the time, but a plus 10 crit, sometimes when you need it to, it'll come through in the clutch, and you will get a really, really big damage bonus when you need it. You know, it lets you get kills that are normally out of your reach. So, obviously, there's some advantages and disadvantages. I'm going to say that I think I still made the right decision. I don't think there are too many enemies here that are sufficiently tanky that I'm really going to need to rely on crits. But there are definitely enough enemies here that yeah, something like something like these guys with these plus protection scores, I think it's nice to just have the additional damage at all times against them. Let's see what we can do. Now this could be a rough situation, but I had previously said that I think the man-at-arms is, like, terrible. And perhaps I was a little bit hasty, but my understanding was that, wow, that is not very good at all. My understanding was that, or my now corrected understanding, is that his riposte ability actually lasts for like 3 rounds, whereas I had previously been under the, perhaps misguided belief that it lasted only a single round. And if that's the case, then I think it's a little bit better. A lot better? Well, let's not get carried away. But a little bit better. So this thing's dead. How do we want to handle this? I don't really have a lot of back row reach, so I think I have to rely on our occultist here to get any sort of back row damage. Okay, so he is still in riposte. But seriously, why is his damage so bad? I mean, is it purely because the protection score is so high? I mean, I buy that. But unfortunate. Sorry, I had a sip of sweet water there. But this is going well. And
to a killing blow.
Yeah, we do need to be careful. One thing that drastically changes if you have, or if, with this change, one thing that does happen with this change is if he is in riposte status for 3 turns, then is he marked for 3 turns as well? I mean, I know he was marked at the end of that battle, but I know that he also got marked by that crone. So I need to pay attention to that, but him being marked for 3 rounds and having enemies just bearing down on him constantly exposes him to a lot of risk, and we might not be able to heal our way out of it. So yeah, we need to watch that, because we certainly don't want to put him in a situation where we're expecting him to riposte and riposte and riposte, and maybe we get a heal of 4 like we just did, and now all of a sudden he's not our riposte guy anymore, he's just dead. And that's considerably worse, I would say. Let me check. Yes, worse. So
a singular strike.
Bellow is still interesting. I mean, they really revised the damage calculation. I've been over this before. They really revised the damage calculation of the of the AoE attacks. Wow. Huh. And so we really can't ever, or maybe I shouldn't say ever, but we can't reliably count on AoE like carrying us through. We really can't rely on AoE carrying us through any level of dungeon before. I mean, previously I thought that novice and especially veteran level dungeons were amazing for AoE classes, because yeah, you could just throw a whole bunch of damage bonuses and curio bonuses when available onto your AoE character, have them just drop a whole mess of damage on 3, even 4 enemies at once, and yeah, you basically have a situation where you're doing 250, 300% base damage spread across a handful of targets. Not so anymore, and that's unfortunate, but I still think Bellow is a decent enough attack when you just need to when you just need to do a decent amount of damage. You know, when you just need to... Yeah, when you just need to do enough damage to maybe get a kill on something with, 3-4 health, and that's honestly...
Confidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I think that's honestly pretty good. If you can, kill a severely wounded target and then drop a debuff on a couple survivors, I think that's still a really good skill. So, while I think the Highwayman got a fairly significant nerf from that change to AoE, we know that our target isn't here, or our quest objective isn't here. But yeah, while I think the Highwayman got a fairly significant nerf because of the AoE damage calculations being significantly overhauled, I think classes like the Man-at-Arms, the Arbalest, who honestly get, I feel like a lot of the benefit of I feel like a lot of the benefit of a bellow or suppressing fire is not the damage necessarily so much as the fact that you get a whole bunch of damage. Yeah, you get a whole bunch of damage kind of spread around, and the debuff is surprisingly useful, I think. That was an excellent first round, and yeah, that riposte is going to be awesome, especially, if he does something like Rain of Whips. We're going to get a fairly substantial benefit for the next couple of rounds from this. With only one target or only one enemy, yeah, this is not bad. Obviously, we didn't want the bleed here, but we can live with that. This is... I hope I'm not jinxing myself here, because that is what tends to happen when I say, oh, this is going pretty well. But honestly, it is going pretty well. So, yeah, I feel like this is actually a pretty good party, all things considered. The only thing that I'm a little bit concerned about is that... Yeah, the only thing I'm a little bit concerned about is that this third rank is a little bit unfortunate. Whoever gets placed in the third rank is going to be operating pretty suboptimally. If you put your Crusader here, oh good. If you put the Crusader here, then he's going to be... He's going to lose access to most of his attacks and even his healing, which is a little bit unfortunate. I decided to go ahead and fight this because going in here and turning around is going to save us some stress, I think. If you put the Man-at-Arms here, he loses access to his primary attack, his 100% damage, regular attack. And if you put the Hellion here, she loses access to her primary attack, Wicked Hack, and Iron Swan, which... Again, considering that Levette is really our only back row reach other than something like Bellow,
a decisive pummeling.
It's not going to be, it's not going to be an ideal situation, really.
Executed.
And obviously none of these three should go into the fourth rank. And if they did, that would hurt our fourth rank, or our back row reach even more, because Levette would still only have his, he'd still only have his Eldritch or Abyssal Artillery for hitting the fourth rank. And yeah, now we've got even more problems because, we might lose Iron Swan. His Holy Lance is good, don't get me wrong, but, it's so circumstantial, right? And when he has access to Holy Lance, that's really all he has access to, unless he's in the second rank. So we definitely can't put him in the fourth rank. And then here, it's basically all he gets is like Bellow and yeah, some buffs, which I haven't messed around with his buffs very much, but I have to admit, from what I've seen so far, I'm not impressed. I don't think, yeah, I don't think his buffing skills are that good. What do we want to do here? His health is fine for now. Obviously, we do want to keep an eye on it because it is starting to get a little bit low. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. However, still can't believe it. Actually, I'm still in a state of disbelief. That's nice. The fits. Uh-oh. I'm not going to do another fits into the tantrums joke. I feel like one is enough. But the fits, really. Like, I get the yips. Like, that's a thing. Like stage fright, like stammering when you have stage fright or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a prospector. I have no idea what the yips is, but that is something. How's the health looking? I think at this point we might want to start thinking about healing up. So let's do that. Not the best. Not great. Not terribly happy about that. Well, yeah, this is bad, especially since we do have another marked character here. Actually, I think we might want to drop a yup here, just to kind of get things under control, because things are, I mean, I don't want to say they're spiraling out of control. That sounds a little like a little dire, but we do need to just kind of calm down, take stock of our situation, realize that things are not so bad right now, but they certainly have the ability to get... Things have the ability to go south on us here. How do we want to do this? I think we'll try it. Okay, that's good. And she still has the ability to hit either of these targets, which is great. Let's hope. Yeah, I was really hoping that we could get a kill here. Silly me. We have gotten exceptionally lucky with a lot of these dodges. And what that tells me is that the other shoe is about to drop. So let's try and get a kill here and get out of this one without too much further harm. That went well, though. I think that yup at the last minute was pretty crucial. I think that saved us a lot of damage. At the very least, it saved us from having to really worry if our situation was going to get tricky or not. No. No. I'm sorry. I'm going to be the boring one. No. And here's why. I feel like you deserve a reason. You deserve an explanation. Here's why. What I have learned is that trying to fight the Shambler with... Wow, he's actually going to lose hit points there. That is terrible. But yeah, trying to fight the Shambler with sun trinkets rather than moon trinkets, terrible. Terrible. Also terrible. Equally, I want to really be clear here. This is at least as terrible as the other. No, don't bleed. Do not bleed. Okay. Oh boy. And now we're in some trouble. Holy smokes. Okay. We need to get a kill right now. We absolutely cannot. Really. Really. This is how we're doing things, huh? This is it. I mean, we have to get a stun here, please. Oh boy. Like 2 heals of 0 in a row. Alright, I mean, it's your game. You know, I just play it. Obviously, you know better than I do. Because I'm just the guy playing it. What do I know about how a game works? Please, okay. It's not great. Obviously, this is bad.
And now the true test.
Honestly, I approached this battle
Fire.
very, very poorly. I should have been targeting... I should have been targeting
As victor
that
is,
giant from
so
the outset.
too will resistance.
I messed up. I'm going to own that. That was on me. That was my bad. This has the ability to really go south on us right now. Let's see. We have a couple more rooms. I do not feel comfortable, though, trying to eat any more food than this. Once we get through this hallway, then I feel like we're probably safe to eat. Do you think we can get some food out of this? No. And upon further consideration, I think I probably should have known
As
that
the
the
light
answer
gains
was
purchase.
going to be no.
Spirits are lifted.
I
Is made clear.
feel like that's okay. Like, he's a big boy. He can handle it. But this is bad. This is really bad. Yeah, I want to be perfectly clear here. This is really bad. And 140 hit points. 140. Okay. So, Let's take stock of our situation here. I stun resist. That's bad. What else? I think we have to debuff him. What's his debuff? 78? I think we do have to debuff him, though. Our order is messed up, which is also bad. So I think I'm going to try and get a stun here. Great. Okay, good. Good, good. So now, how do we want to do this? Weakening Curse? Abyssal Artillery? I mean, Abyssal Artillery is decent damage, but it's not great. Healing, I don't think is the right course of action. Weakening Curse? Let's say yes. Okay.
Ground quakes.
And we got the debuff. However, debuffs only last for 3 rounds. Interesting. Maybe I should have attacked the Corrupted Giant here. Too late. Too late. If I feel like I made a mistake, too late. However, he's stunned. He's going to lose a round. And he tends to go last. Escape Cloud,
A dizzying blow
unfortunate,
to body and
but not
brain.
terrible. However, yeah, we pretty much cannot expect him to, okay. This is fine. This is fine. I was going to say, we pretty much can't expect him to get stunned this round, so we just have to swing for the bleachers. However, we can probably do enough damage. Okay, fine. I was going to say, we probably can do enough damage that, yeah, we can probably take him down next round. And that might actually do it. He's dead. Okay. So now, Rampart on you. Hopefully get the stun. Wonderful. I thought that said knockback, but that definitely knocked him forward. Is it just a shuffle? Kind of weird. But I think we have this under control. Minus 80% damage for 2 rounds. Good enough. I mean, he's dead anyway, but I mean, who else was she going to swing on? Answer's nobody. I'm kind of surprised we didn't get any stun relief at all. Okay. That was a little bit risky because this guy always had a chance to maybe swing, but things have kind of broken our way here in the home stretch. It is unfortunate that we're out of bandages. We don't have any keys, but I think we can risk Lucy opening that up. Do you want to eat? probably yes. Okay. Wonderful. What did we get? Garbage. All right. Well, I think we're out of the woods. I think we're out of the woods. Because, yeah, we can eat a little bit more than that, right? There we go. Okay, and if we have a hunger event, if we have a hunger event, we have enough. And I am quite certain that I checked and made sure that all of our branching paths here did not contain the satchel for which we are looking. Here we go, and we got it. Easy. Easy. I will say that this is the first time that we have ever gotten slugged by one of those giants since the patch that made them go from really, really unbelievably dangerous to really, really, really unbelievably dangerous. But hey, you know, things worked out really well. She might keep this around. I feel like human is fairly good. There's a fairly good enemy subtype to be able to hit. Or enemy type, subtype, I don't know. But yeah, I feel like that's actually a top tier quirk because humans appear in like every single type of dungeon because of the bandits and such. Not to mention those hags and giants and all that. Anyway, I'm not going to say we killed it, but we didn't get killed, and that's good enough for me. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.